At lunch a couple days ago, I mentioned my YouTube channel to a friend of mine. Another friend of ours sitting next to him said, "Oh, you just opened the can of nerd worms." Because we were talking about bills and coins and what he has in his stash. I said, "Well, send me a few pictures." So he did. I feel obligated to at least give him a decent report of what I see here, because he's got some stuff he doesn't know what they are, and there's a couple in here I don't know what they are either. So let's dig in. The first thing I like to check on any bill is the serial number. This $2 bill is cool, I'll give it that. It is a $2 bill, not really spectacular. Got some folds and fades, but it is a $2 bill. I really like $2 bills. This one, the serial number, so cool, 62.3%. If it weren't a $2 bill, not something I'd really hang on to, but it is a $2 bill. About the most comparable thing I could find on eBay that has sold, not what people are asking for it, but what has sold, about $2.75. I think I even saw one for $2.99, maybe even $3. So not spectacular, but it is a $2 bill. I'd tell him to hang on to it. This next one I had to do a little research on because I've never seen one of these. It is a 1928 G Series Red Note, $2 bill. Of course, I checked the serial number, and it is so cool, but it does have 3 pair. According to oldmoneyprices.com, it is the least popular series for the 1928 due to how many were printed. However, one graded by PMG in really good shape sold on eBay for $107. Some of the ungraded ones I've seen on eBay go for between $10 and $55. Not a bad find, sir. This next one is a 1953 B $5 red seal. Now these I have heard of. I think I've even seen one, maybe not in person, but I thought it was cool. I wanted to do the research and get more knowledge on it. So this one, serial number, it's almost cool. It does have 2 pair. And this website gave me a bit of information. Not bad at all. I did learn something from this website. Stuff that I can research more on if I need to. But I'm just doing an overview right now for my friend. Trying to educate me and him both. And on eBay, a graded one of these sold for about $200. It looks like it's in pretty doggone good shape though. But the average that I've seen on eBay is somewhere between $19 and $94. One more thing that I thought was cool about this one, see how it's off center a little bit. It's within mint standards from my research, so it's not really rare, makes it any more valuable, but it really is cool. He also has a few presidential dollars, which I think are neat. I have a few of these. I've done a bit of research on them, but not enough to know what I'm talking about, unless you're missing the words on the edging. And that's where they put the mint mark, the date, etc. Some of those are missing the lettering on the edging, which I don't know quite enough about, but I think it's cool. And the coolest one I could find on PCGS was valued at $2,250. I think that's amazing. Of course, it's in great shape, and it doesn't look like it sold at auction, but it is really neat that something could be that valuable. Generally speaking, though, these things go for about $1, maybe $20. And one of my favorites is the peace dollar. I just really like these coins. I think they're beautiful. This one's obviously been made into jewelry, but it doesn't look like it was ruined by sticking any holes in it. So I think it could be in good shape. It's not beautiful. And I did tell my friend, do not clean your coins. I'll talk about that in another video. When I do actually clean my coins for my worst of the worst video. We'll talk about that one later, but I told him, don't clean it, hang on to it. You never know. And without a microscope, I really can't tell a lot about it, not even the mint mark. It's just hard to tell, but it looks like it's in decent shape. So I told him, yeah, some of these are kind of valuable. One of these in PCGS sold for $115,000. Of course, it's in great shape. But generally, the ones I've seen at the coin store are between 20 bucks, 60 bucks, maybe 100 for a really decent one. And looks like these are all 34 to 40 bucks. And as I look at PCGS just a little bit closer, 120,000, 115, $125,000. Wow. But this is probably not what he has, because I'm sure that's quite rare. Now here's one that I did not know existed. He said he had a Sacagawea coin, and we looked at it together through text. And he said the back is different on this one. I said, yes, it is. I do not recognize that. So I did a tad bit of research on PCGS, and apparently this is part of the Native American series. This is educational. I did not know these things existed, and I would really like to look at these closer, but there are so many different varieties. It's amazing. And the values, well, I don't even want to get into those, because who knows? I mean, some of them, like I just saw, $975, $650. This is crazy. I did $1,300 for whatever variety that is. That's amazing. This is gonna, depending on what he has, I really can't wait to do some more research on that thing. And we also talked about the regular Sacagawea coins, where you might have a Cheerios, and I thought that was really cool that he actually has some of those. But again, without a microscope, I can't see the tail feathers to see if any of those are Cheerios or not. But we're going to talk about them more. And so in closing, I'd like to say thank you, Ronnie, for sharing some of your collection with me. And like Aaron said, opening the can of nerd worms. Thanks, Aaron, for coining that phrase. I'm going to use it more in the future. I really like it. Thanks for watching.